PGA Tour 2K25. Is it good? Yeah. In PGA 2K25, you play golf. Most of the game revolves around creating and playing with your own golfer. From there, you can play My Career, ranked tours, matchmaking, hit the driving range, or play one of the more party-like modes, such as Divot Derby, where it's a race to sink your ball. The game has a mix of over 40 fictional and real-life courses to play on. The best part, people can create their own courses and share them online, so realistically, there's hundreds of courses that are worth playing. The difficulty this year is brutal, but once you get good, it feels so satisfying. I initially tried to play on Pro, as this is the default setting if you want to play ranked matchmaking. Gone are the days where you can simply flick the stick down and up. Now you have to flick the stick in different diagonal directions. To start with, it felt near impossible due to it being new, and also when you first start out, your character has very low stats, so the game is very unforgiving. I eventually swallowed my pride and dropped down to Pro Am. This was perfect for starting out, as it's mostly back to flicking the stick down and up. Depending on the lie and the shape of your shot, you'll have to flick the stick in slightly different directions, which made for great practice. Once leveled up, I was happy to play on Pro, and even managed to get 3 under par on Master difficulty during a full round of a ranked tour online. This felt amazing, almost like I had just defeated a hard final boss. If even Pro Am sounds a bit too hard, you can always go down even further to Amateur or even Perfect Swing. But in my opinion, at that point, you might as well just watch golf on TV with your controller in your hand, as there's zero challenge to these modes. It took me a little over 70 hours to get my player to the max overall rating, though I could have done it much quicker had I paid real money. When you level up, you get an attribute point to be spent on specific stats. Unfortunately, in order to apply said points, you need to spend virtual currency. The problem with this is, you need virtual currency for absolutely everything, like clothes, new clubs, leveling up said clubs, getting attributes for those clubs, and so on. Despite just focusing on spending my currency on leveling up my character, at one point I had 35 skill points that I couldn't apply unless I spent money. This is because the payouts you get for most game modes are criminally low, with the best payouts coming from career mode. A round of golf takes about 20 minutes, which pays out on average about 54 coins. In order to apply a skill point, you need 175. You do the maths, it felt like a slog. The worst part, some modes don't even reward you for playing, such as Top Golf Driving Range. This is an online mode, you can come first and win absolutely nothing. Fortunately, there's daily, weekly and career challenges that offer some VC, which were absolutely essential. I will say, now that I'm max rank, I'm swimming in VC as I'm running out of stuff to buy. Graphically, the game looks fine. It doesn't look very current gen, but the physics of the game and how the ball moves on different surfaces is very impressive. Despite not being a looker, the game would often have big frame rate drops on performance mode. This isn't a big issue as it's a golf game and you don't need a smooth frame rate. The menus were quite slow to navigate through, mainly because they were always hitting me with pop-ups about something they would like to sell me on, such as the Battle Pass. I must have closed the Battle Pass pop-up over 100 times in the last 2 weeks, which is ridiculous and it was very annoying. The commentators were fine, I never turned them off as they were decent to listen to while playing golf, and surprisingly, they didn't repeat themselves too much. That was PGA Tour 2K25, and I give it a 7 out of 10.